This is Denden shopping street. Comes from the Japanese word for electricity, which is denki. It's kind of like Akihabara in Tokyo. Electronic shops, and then one block over is Otaku street, which is more manga and anime. Let me find the entry for where we are here in my guidebook. Bum ba bum bum bum. I went down to go back to the museum and see the Van Gogh exhibit at the City Museum in Tennoji Park. There wasn't much going on when I walked through here yesterday morning. It's something to see, I think, more lit up at night. Here we go. Denden Town. Recent years have seen a rise in stores selling pop culture stuff, anime related, hobbyist stuff, like model kits. So kind of the same really as Akihabara. A lot of the electronic stuff gets eaten in by big stores like Big Camera. I mean, there's Sony, where it's just a shop advertising that they sell Sony. It's kind of like Radio Shack in the 80s, you know? Smaller shops. So I thought we'd walk up this way, and I'd finish seeing stuff in the Minami area. I still have to, go up the towers. I'm waiting for a nice day to do that. And I suppose it'll be more worthwhile when I'm more familiar with the city, when I go out to the observatories. There's two down in South Minami area, the old and the new tower. And there's one up in Umeda as well to go to. So I think you get the idea here. Maybe better to hang a turn, and we'll go over to I tried to find the tour bus too, but I don't think there's a Kintetsu highway station anymore. I didn't bother going up to the foreign tourist salon at Abeno Harukas, but I think that the bus doesn't leave from there anymore. So I asked a couple security guards, and they both said no, it's closed and you have to go to a different location if you want to get on it. There's supposed to be a little information thing here, but whatever was there has been knocked down. It even says it underneath somewhere there that there's an information center, but there's really nothing. And when I went to Akihabara, they had like a little tourist information center, but there's really nothing there besides a few brochures, and you could ask the person behind the counter, and they might give you a suggestion on a few hobby shops to stop in. But there's really nothing besides commercial shopping. So it's all this kind of stuff. It continues all the way up here into the Namba area. We did Koroman Ichiba Market already. Nothing special. You want to open up. There we go. Fish, meats, pickles, that kind of thing. There's a couple little theaters in this area as well. So I think what we'll do is cut up to the Otaku Street up ahead here. I think this block has some shops of anime more. And then I want to try to hit this museum. I must have passed by it, Museum of Kamagata Comedy. Must have passed by it yesterday. So, you know, it's typical electronics stuff. Like I've been saying. Nothing real wild, nothing really uber touristy. And then we'll go down Doguya Suji. That's where they have all the kitchenware stuff. That's mildly interesting. It's again the same as in Tokyo, Kapabasha Dori Street. They have all the kitchenware. I think the added bonus of going there in Tokyo is you can then go down. There's a street that has a whole bunch of Buddhist altars as well that it links into. So you get a little bit more interesting stuff. Yeah, there are some places to eat. Okonomiyaki doesn't really thrill me too much. Thought today would be a good day for that open top bus. I actually like this kind of weather for that. You can see things without so much glare in your face, take pictures, and you're not baking on top of a bus as long as it's not raining. And I think the weekend's a better time to do it because there's less traffic for the bus to contend with. I get the feeling, although I've only been here a little while, from the international party I went to, not everyone here works as much as in Tokyo, in Osaka. So now I think we're on Otaku Road. It's supposed to be more manga type stuff. And when we get up to Nansandori, hang a left. Several more blocks. There's a bus about, let's see. Helpful to have these little guidebooks to clue you into stuff that the Lonely Planet, when you're looking on your phone, can be a little annoying. Let's see. Koreman Ichiba Market. Oh, that's where I had the watermelon a couple days ago for 100 yen. They're cutting up little pieces of watermelon. Shinsaibashi Suji. Some more fashion up label stuff. Here's a maid cafe. These are interesting if you've never seen them before. Okay. That's part of the otaku culture. I never went to one. I was staying in a hostel and I met a couple guys who had gone and done it. This is like a touristy thing to do. I mean, if you're here for a few days and you want to like quickly get Japanese culture, you can pay for a lot of that stuff. See, there's some of the hobbyist stuff. They sell basically like action figures, but they're not really played with. Most of the people I know who collected that kind of stuff keep it in the box. It's really, really weird to me. It's one thing to have, be a kid and collect them and play with them and put them in the mud and paint blood on them, but a lot of people, they just want to keep them in the box. It's very odd. If you're gonna do that, you could just go look at it in the store. But I guess it's like collectible, the idea. We already went through Dotonbori, the famous Glico and Kanidarako billboards, landmarks, Tonbori Riverwalk. Dogai Suji, we already went through that. You can take food sample making lessons. Oh, this sounds interesting. Kozenji Yokocho Alley. That's like Yokocho Alley in Shinjuku. In Japan, when people run for office, they do this really annoying thing where they, at least in the metropolitan areas, they go around and they have loudspeakers, and they'll usually stand on top of the truck. They were doing that yesterday at Abeno Harukas. There's the Swiss Hotel. There's a swank bar at the top of it. I think it's Tuvala 36, I want to say. I guess it's on the 36th floor, if I remember right. Maybe it's 72, 72nd floor, something like that. Melting pot of Osaka. Yellow Submarine. I wonder how they get around the copyright for that one. Yellow Submarine, maybe they pay royalties. They must, it's a total ripoff. We'll stop in here real quick. I'm not gonna go to the upper levels, but give you an idea what's in here. So you get the idea. So listen. Freedom 2 amusement space. Namba takeoff. So now we're still in like the shop, trendy shop area of Namba. Lots of cosplay stuff. I think we walked through here the other day actually. and I made a video. Yeah, we're on the same street I walked through already. We're gonna turn up here and we'll go down Shinsaibashi. What is the market? Doguya Suiji. Doguya Suiji. See if we can find that performing arts area. Namba station's up ahead. A lot of this stuff looks neat, but to me, I take all of it and I put it in a compartment. You know, you want to conceptualize things and hold them in your mind to understand them. So what I like to do is put stuff that I don't really necessarily care about. It's interesting to know and conceptualize it. But we're going to turn now. This is the market. Should be up ahead now. We're looking for Museum of Kamagata Comedy and Performing Arts. Maybe stop by the Bunraku stage as well. So again, if you've never seen it before, this can be interesting. I should have rolled my video all the way from over at, I walked through Shin-Sekai earlier. Could have made a video from market to market. Problem is then labeling them, you know. What do you do? How do you label it when it gets up on YouTube? You gotta be careful about buying up stuff too. Kitchenware and all that. I mean, you gotta transport it back home. Sure, you could find a lot of this stuff too. Little Tokyo. Kuruman Ichiba Market, we already did, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Dotonbori. We'll swing by there. Maybe take a cruise on the river. One of the nice things about the lights being on is or about it being a great day is that the lights, you know, pop out a little more than they would if it was full sun. Still got a little ways to go here. It should be across the next way up here. So I walked right by this yesterday. I'm guessing it's in here. I don't know if it's part of this theater. 3 o'clock, they've got something going on. It's not in the pachinko hall, that's for sure. It's on the 7th floor here. In the NMB48 theater. Is that a pop group? J-pop bullshit? Now we transcend the shithole of Namba. It really is kind of a trashy area. So we're here now.
This floor only.
This floor only, okay. So it's just a audio-visual library. Essentially, it functions, I guess, the same way as the Paley Center for Media, the old film and television. I thought it might be more along the lines of something that I saw in Chicago at the Broadcast Museum. Radio and Television Broadcast Museum in Chicago actually has exhibits that you can walk around, and they mix it in with, you know, audio-visual stuff, but there you're just sitting at a desk, so that's nothing special. But hey, it is what it is, right? So we'll continue on our walk. We'll go back down, try both of these. Alright, so we're back out here now. I think this may be a theater, Namba Grand Kagetsu. Home ground of Yoshimoto Kogyo. Yoshimoto Shin Kageki Comedy Show is this theater's main feature. It's performed daily from morning to night. There's also comic manzai performances, sketches, and rakugo storytelling performances by members of the Yoshimoto Talent Agency and other performers, renovated April 2012. To commemorate the 100th anniversary of Yoshimoto Gayo, you can also enjoy the taste of Osaka, as well as buy specialty goods. So we'll walk through here now. I guess we'll turn this video into a walk around Namba. This is the old poster for the 1964 Olympics that they redid there. So you can get tickets here for, I think, the comedy show. Let's see what we can walk to next. Maybe Ora Namba. This looks like the Prada store on Omotesando Road. It's got that same style of convex diamond glass, but this is Kaio-ichi. Looks like a pachinko hall in Tokyo, Omotesando Road. Alright, we want to go to Ora Namba. I don't know if they have an entry for it here. Rokugo. We'll go by the National Bunraku Theater, which have some exhibits. Exhibit rooms open 10 to 6. July to August they hold performances. So we should be in business if we want to see something there. There's also the Osaka Shochikuza Theater. First Western style theater in Kansai. I walked by that the other day too. They have a restaurant in the basement. Ura Namba. Not sure what that is. And we can walk up this way. I want to stop by the club I went to and see if my umbrella's in there. I like pina colada, getting caught in the rain, and the feel of the ocean. I guess we can walk this way. And the taste of champagne. Love Hotel. More Love Hotels. Lucky Owl. A lot of times the Love Hotels are themed. Live. Namba Plaza. So there's Kuraman Market. I guess I can walk through there. I did it in my other video, but giving you the official tour, right? Yeah, did we pass an information center over here? We passed this restaurant they recommend for okonomiyaki. It's not my favorite okonomiyaki. 2,000 yen for a haircut. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that and then we'll walk up to Bunraku. How's about that? Oh, here, I found the entry for Ura Namba. It's got cheap food. That's the idea of it. So we just walked through it. Might have just been like a little side street, or I'm not sure if we were actually on it. So, go over to the Bunraku Theater. They have an exhibit hall. See if I can get a ticket to a performance for later. I don't think there's really much else to see, actually. I mean, we'll stop by Amerikamura. A lot of this stuff is, you know, just shopping. It's not super duper special. Let's turn this way. And we'll go up to the Bunraku Theater in another block or two. Across Nipponbashi Station. A little crowded in here. Follow this guy, he's busting through everybody. There's a wholesale market right next to where I'm staying, so I'm not too worried about buying stuff here. Alright, now over to the Bunraku Theater. We can walk through Dotonbori after that. This should be the National Theater here. Going into Chuo Ward, Central Ward. My guidebook said the stuff here sells out quick. Bunraku is puppet theater. I've never actually seen a performance. This last summer in New York, I saw something that had a little bit of Bunraku inspired performance to it. Not much. So they only have a movie showing for free in the third floor exhibition hall, and she gave me the schedule. They start up again on July 23rd to August 9th. They'll be showing some stuff, and you can get translation stuff for that. Yudayu style and narrative music. Take the elevator up, I guess. So they have shamisen, enchanting narrator. Very large puppets with 3 puppeteers to work the limbs. Hello. So they just close an act. Okay. Okay. And they start the 3 o'clock show. I think it's free.